Whether you are getting your first credit card or looking for something new, there is a lot to consider when you are looking for the right card. Okay, so for our Financial Fitness Week segment, we are breaking down how to pick the right card to match your spending style. We're joined by Natasha McMillan, Senior Business Director of Everyday Banking with Rate Hub. Good morning to you, Natasha.
Good morning.
Okay, so listen, let's get right to it here. We got a few different options of cards, and we want you to talk about the pros and cons. Okay, first up, what about these travel credit cards? What are the pros and cons?
So travel credit cards are great to help you earn points or miles for every single dollar that you spend. And then you can redeem them towards travel. And that really helps you kind of cut down the costs on some of those big expenses that you're looking to do. If you're saving up for a honeymoon, this is a great way to kind of cut down on some of those costs. One of the cons with these types of cards are that they do come with a high annual fee. You can see them anywhere from $120 all the way up to $500 or $700. And so you really have to be aware of what you're signing up for and that it matches what you're looking for in a travel credit card.
And you also have to look out for when you're trying to redeem those points that you've accumulated after all that time of spending with the credit card. Sometimes it's a little bit complicated.
Absolutely. It can be complicated, and it can even have blackout dates. So you have to be aware of what you're looking for and making sure you're shopping around to find the card that matches. If you're an Air Canada traveler, you want to make sure that you're following through with Aeroplan. And so there are limitations that come with them as well.
Okay, next up we go from travel credit cards to those credit cards where you get cash back. Let's talk about the pros and cons there.
So cashback credit cards are known to be a little bit easier and flexible on how to kind of earn your rewards, but also how to spend them. There are some that give you a blanket percentage of cashback on all your purchases. And then there are others that can be more complicated in giving you different earn rates for different categories. So for example, you can get a higher percentage cashback on a grocery purchase versus a gas purchase. And that's where it can start to potentially get complicated. And you need to be aware of where you're spending and how you're spending to maximize your cash back. And sometimes you might get low returns on some of your key purchases.
Okay, that's good to know. Let's move on here to low interest credit cards. What are some of the pros and cons of that type of product?
Low interest credit cards are great for individuals who do not pay their full balance month over month. And that is really to help them kind of cut down on some of those interest fees that they would be accumulating by not paying that down. Typically, these cards don't have high reward rates or perks, but what they do offer is a reduced interest rate, and they help you manage your cash flow. And overall, you end up paying less interest over time.
Okay, and I would imagine that that kind of encourages you not to pay your credit card bill off every month because you're given that low interest rate. And if you're trying to do just that, paying off your credit card bill right away at the end of the month or when the bill is due, that may encourage you not to do so.
It can do that, but it is really more for those who know that they might have a cash flow issue month over month. And it just kind of gives them a little bit of breathing room for their financial situation.
Okay, and we've got one more type of credit card to talk about, balance transfer.
So balance transfer credit cards are very popular. What they are known for is they allow you to consolidate debt potentially from other credit cards into a low interest, usually for a promotional period, 0% interest. And so this allows you to kind of really tackle down some of your credit card debt that you may have and save on that interest. Pros, as I mentioned, will be a 0% APR there for an interest period. And that's typically seen on great cards like the MBNA True Line. And they do have exceptional rates to help individuals pay off their debt. One of the cons with this is that the promotional period, of course, comes with an end date. And you really want to try to maximize your payback period to that promotional period so that you can ensure that you paid it off fully before those interest rates go back up.
Natasha McMillan with the Senior Director with Everyday Banking. We really want to thank you for taking us through the different kind of credit cards there are for our Financial Fitness Week. Thank you so much, Natasha.
Thank you.
Financial Fitness Week on CTV Morning Live, proudly presented by Western Financial Group.